This is why you should focus on the reality of the current market you're in rather than varied people's opinion of value. Now, there's going to be so many varied subjective opinions of value. For example, a neighbor of your seller will always say, oh, the property's certainly got to be worth $5 million. Why? Because they've got a fiscal interest in what that property sells for. And it's easy to say, but to find someone who actually wants to write a check and a legal contract for that amount is a different story. So I sometimes quite facetiously say to those neighbors, great, if you know anyone or you want to buy the property yourself at that particular price, please feel free to do so. Here's a copy of the contract. All I need is a waiver of the cooling off period and a check for 10% deposit and a signature, and the property is all yours or all the friends that might think that the property is worth that particular amount. Now, there's also other agents, for example, who might have an opinion of value. Now, theirs might be a lower opinion because they are selling another property and therefore are trying to not necessarily sabotage your campaign, but are trying to convince buyers of certain narratives and certain price points, okay? So, as I always say, numbers do not lie. Focus on objectivity, not subjectivity, and objectivity occurs once the campaign starts. And they're basic metrics, which is how many web views, how many people have been through, how many people have viewed it online, how many people have actually taken a contract, how many offers have we actually had, and also what type of activity has occurred after the buyer has shown interest. Meaning, have they done a pest and building inspection if it's a house? Have they done a strata report if it's a unit? Have they contacted their lawyer and requested changes to the contract? These are all very objective metrics that you can rely on. The subjective opinion of other people with agendas of their own are irrelevant. So always favor objectivity over subjectivity.